Welcome to Focus in the Noise. Let's talk real conversations, real experiences, no shortcuts. You're watching Focus in the Noise. I'm Ed. Today I want to talk to you about what does big enough look like. I have struggled for 16 years since opening up All Star AC Plumbing and Electrical in 2010 to know what big enough looks like. Think about that for a minute. Did you start out one guy in a truck in a garage, maybe a business partner, two of you? Now you got 5 guys at your shop. You're thinking about the next one, the next truck, maybe the next shop. What does all that look like? Have you really sat down and thought about that? Did you know what $1 million company looks completely different than a 2 million, a 3 million, and 4 million? Are you ready for those changes? Are you ready for those sacrifices? And when does becoming big enough really mean too big to manage? What's the big push? What are we doing it all for? Not that it's bad. I think growth is great. Shooting for the stars, getting where you want to be. But where you want to be, it has to be defined by who? By you. So you got to know when the rubber hits the road, where is the end game? Do you have an end game? Are you looking for a job? Are you looking for a career? Are you looking to retire? Are you looking to use this as a catalyst to something else? Do you want to just do HVAC? Do you want to just do air conditioning, plumbing? Do you want to do all three? Do you want to just be chill? It's questions you got to ask yourself, and especially when the times get a little slower. And for me, the noise gets a little less, gets a little quiet. I get stir crazy and I start to think, I'm like, man, what are we doing? To me, go big or go home. That's me personally. I have big aspirations, big dream, and big goals. To me, don't know what the ceiling looks like. I don't put a ceiling on myself. I hope I know when I get there. But that doesn't mean things doesn't get harder as we go and as we get bigger. And, put this out here. Just because you sold $1 million doesn't mean you got $1 million, does it? Inflation rates are so high right now. Air conditioners are at a record high cost for what people are getting. The minimal Sears are in the tens of thousands now. It's not $8,000 or $9,000 anymore. When you give a customer a price for $14,000 or $15,000, they have sticker shock like it was 2010. No sir, no ma'am. That price has gone ridiculously up. Tape, mastic glue, all the things that go together. Breaker panels, water heaters. All of it has gone astronomically high. So when those prices go up, and yep, we raise prices to match the inflation and things like that, doesn't mean our pockets get any bigger. I know our stresses get a lot bigger. So you really got to ask yourself, where do I want to go? How do you take a map to somewhere that you don't know where the end point is? So it's a really good question to ask yourself or think about, spend time thinking about, and prepare and plan. The old outdated situations that you got yourself in before that got you by aren't going to get there later. The old processes, the old people that, you've come to become very loyal and friends and love them to death. Sometimes they got $1 million mentality. That's not a bad thing. That's them. But if your goal is to get to $5-10 million, you got to bring $5 to $10 million people with you. And it's going to get expensive. It's going to consume time. And it's going to require you to think differently than you were. I like to think and I like to know that in 2026, I'm a completely different Ed than when I started in 2010. Flash forward to 2015, different company, different guy. I'm doing more now, social media wise, this podcast, getting myself out there. But when I was starting out, I was very much networking in my neighborhood. I had my charity nonprofit, Operation Snowstorm. I met a lot of people through that. A lot of people through my wife's work. Now we work together. Now all of our time is consumed with business. We still have our nonprofit organization. We don't have to use it as much right now, thank God, because I hope that business always gets put out. I hope we never are needed for Operation Snowstorm. If you don't know what that is, check it out, operationsnowstorm.org. It's our family nonprofit we've been doing since 2014. But it's another why. Why I want to be big, why I want to get bigger, why so many other people besides me now. It's crazy. I've got granddaughters. I've got sons in the business. I've got, teenagers to develop and mentor and teach what hard work looks like. I've got my spouse who works with me every day and is probably getting tired of me, quite honestly. I get it. This baby comes with some mood swings, let me tell you. The heat of the summer, schedule goes out the window, and you are doing harder things than you ever thought you could. And the caveat and the cherry on top, I'll be 50 this year, and I worked harder this year than I did at 35, simply because I'm not where I want to get. I don't know what that looks like. I couldn't even honestly tell you. I know that in the past couple of years, we purchased property at our shop to where we can grow and develop, and we want to grow. We're privately held. We're not private equity. I won't say the terms, but we're not private equity. I got too much skin in the game right now. I'm not ready for all that. You can't put this old dog out on a boat. I don't like to vacation. I don't hunt. I don't spend time fishing. I enjoy my work. It's kind of like a staycation. I'm a working retiree. Doesn't mean I can do everything. Doesn't mean, at 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe a week or two ago, I wasn't climbing under ductwork going, Ed, what in the hell are you doing? They're going to find you here tomorrow morning. God rest your soul. And they're going to have some kind of memorial charitable golf thing in your remembrance. If you don't get your old butt up and out of this attic at 2 o'clock in the morning, mitigating a water damage leak. But that's a great example. At 50, I decided to add on to our company. At 48, at 47, we're going to do plumbing. We're going to do electrical. We're going to get one big umbrella and do the work out of that. Now we're doing water mitigation. We're drying homes after they've had that water leak. Why refer to that other guy? The other guy likely isn't like you, and he's not going to offer the same service as you, and he's not going to not disappoint your customers. I take my customers so seriously, and it seems like the bigger you get, the more disappointing you can be to them, because you're not that, on the phone instantly. Hey, Ed, I need you. Now you've got a whole process of people, and you lose a little bit of that small, business feel, but it's definitely not. It's definitely there. I hear everything. I listen to everything. I weigh in on everything, especially when it comes to a long-term customer, even a new customer. Man, I can't tell you, without customers, I'm not here doing any of this. So my customer service can't slack. Now there's more people involved, and they're doing more things that I normally would have done, or maybe that customer's used to seeing me out there checking the ohms on their compressor, but it isn't anymore. Quite honestly, my old butt sits out in front of the sun for more than 2 hours. You might as well call the ambulance. I'm getting older. There's no old technicians. There are, but they don't like it. I'm just kidding. I'm not too old to do this job. It's not a young man's game. It's just it's a tough guy with some grits game, I guess. Check that box. I got grit, and I love it. I enjoy my job. I love working with my family. I love working with the coworkers we have. I love having a 4.9 Google rating. I like to have won 5 Better Business Bureau Pinnacle Awards since 2010. I'm very proud of this company. I bleed this company. I sweat this company. I cry this company. All-Star AC Plumbing and Electrical. There's not a better company in Houston. There are some great ones. Trust me. I know a lot of these guys. I respect them. They can't whoop me. They can't whoop me because I care more than anyone. I care about my customers. I care about my employees. I care about my company. I care about my family. That's just who I am. That's my ADHD bouncing around. That's that focus and the noise you see right back there. What is the focus? It's chaos. What's the noise? It's life. Life is chaotic, and owning a business is super nuts. I was just a week or two ago upstairs in my house sleeping with my granddaughters. The granddaughters are sleeping over for the night. Ding, 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 10:30. Hey, our ceiling's coming down. It's pouring water out. What do? You wait till tomorrow with water, you're screwed, son. That sheetrock is soaking wet, and you're dealing with wet toast. So you take off your Spider-Man pajamas and get on the old work shirt, the old All-Star shirt. Get your little headlamp. Get out in the truck. Start loading fans. Start loading this. 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. you better answer the damn call, because that person's going to call the next person that will answer. And if you won't, and if that's your customer, you owe them to answer the phone. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, we turn off our phone at 10. You turn off your phone at 6. That's your problem. How long have you had it? If you're in a business, I'm sorry. These people count on you. They at least count on me. They're going to get me. And on that night, sure it is, old Ed, 2 o'clock in the morning, out there with his headlamp pointing out wet sheetrock. That's the job. So, can I tell you what my ceiling is? Absolutely not. Maybe I don't have one. But if you're a small business and you're trying to figure it all out, take some time and figure out where you want to go, because we can't ask for help and navigate for a place that's unknown. You've been watching Focus on the Noise. Great talking to you.